My theory is, knowing that, Tulsi Gabbard's coming into DHS, Gates is the Attorney General, Ratcliffe into the CIA.
No. She's coming into DNI to control all the. DNI will control all the things. Hang on for a second. I want to, since you're talking about venture capital, correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was a study, and I believe it was done even by the government, that the Chinese Communist Party, on average, roughly, steals or is given it in these joint ventures, which is they force companies to do it. They extort it, either through extortion or stealing, $600 billion a year in intellectual property generated by American companies and or American universities. Am I close? Have you heard that number before? Because I heard the total number comes to almost $4 or $5 trillion of intellectual property has been stolen by the Chinese Communist Party or extorted in these joint ventures where they have to turn it over. Have you heard that number before, sir?
I've heard that exact number, and you can't even quantify it, Steve. It's, our innovation engine is our economy. Let's take an example. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to start, let's take a drone company, right? You want to build a particular drone company, whether it's for commercial use or private use. You go and you pitch venture capitalists, right? And some of those venture capitalists, like McConnell's brother-in-law's old company, IDG, Sequoia, some of the other ones had separate China subsidiaries. So what they do is they, get all your ideas, they get all your intellectual property, and then they say, oh, guess what? We're never going to be able to launch this company in China. So they hand it over to guys like Neil Shen, who then builds that company in China and uses all the intelligence from the U.S. firms. So you can't even quantify that, right? China's locked us out in many of these sensitive areas into their market, and they've wired themselves into the financial success of the U.S. market, and they've wired the U.S. venture capitalists into the financial success of China and the private equity firms. So $600 million is probably a safe number. The damage has been substantial that's been done to the U.S. economy through this important vehicle.